Here's how I spent my afternoon as a mom of 4. My 11-year-old's been begging for some holiday touches to her room, but I honestly just haven't had it in me to do much this year. Today I decided to swap out her pillowcases, then I grabbed her this cute gingerbread pillow and blanket from HomeGoods. Then while I was up there, I gave her bathroom a little sprucing. She's honestly pretty clean and organized and very self-sufficient on her own, but I try to step in where I can. Then I decided to make the kids some banana bread muffins because these bananas were not looking their best. I would say of all of my recipes, this is definitely my kids' favorite. We personally call it Grammy's banana bread because it's my mom's recipe. And the secret ingredient is just a little bit of espresso powder and some sour cream. My mom makes it as a loaf, but we've always made it as muffins because it makes it so much easier for the kids. Obviously, the chocolate chips are optional, but not in this house. As a mom, I definitely believe that meal prep is helpful, but I've found that one of the best ways I can serve my family and make our weeks run easier is to have muffins ready. The kids love them as a snack or as breakfast, which helps us, and it's something homemade and meaningful for the kids. Now, you guys have heard me say this before, but anytime I bake in the afternoon, I always hand wash the dishes. This way the dishwasher is empty and ready for dinner. However, I forgot we were actually eating out because we had a busy evening. I cleaned the sink with Barkeeper's Friend, which is one of my favorites. It smells gross, but it works so well. I typically do this on Thursdays or Fridays to kind of get ready for the weekend. Then the muffins came out of the oven, I let them cool, and I put them in this little cake stand. I'm going to tell you right now that there's absolutely no chance that these make it to Sunday. Then since I've been sick all week, before we get into the weekend, I wanted to sanitize a few things. This blue light sanitizing gun's my absolute favorite, and I always use it anytime someone's been sick. This time I focused on all the surfaces that I tend to touch because I was the culprit. Then for a dose of reality. Now, I don't know who's giving you a true day in the life when they've been sick and isn't throwing in like a 10-minute rest. So, can you bring me my phone? Once I was down, I definitely had Sam hand me that phone before we went to get the kids from school. And we had a busy afternoon with 2 basketball games, so I put some activities in my purse and we were ready to go. My oldest daughter cheers at the basketball game, so it's super fun for our entire family to go and cheer on both my son and my daughter. And I will never take for granted how close we live to the kids' school, and I'm pretty sure they're living my dream childhood riding there in a pink moke. Then we were on to cheering for the next couple hours. Enjoy!